Now, I love my budget gear as much as the next person, but having superior preparation and superior tools can sometimes be the difference between success and failure. What is going on, gear lovers, blade addicts the world over? Welcome back to another video where today I have the TRC South Pole, and it is designed as the superior tool. Fit and finish, excellence, material wildness, because we have multiple steel options that are available on this model. This one is the first time I've ever used Vanadius 4 Extra. So we're gonna see what that steel is capable of. You can also find these in LMAX and in MagnaCut, but that is the heart behind this model, that when your hands are numb and mistakes could be fatal, you can do fire prep, shelter building, and thousands of other compact cutting tasks when life or death is on the line. At least that's what TRC has built this to do, and we're gonna put it through its paces today in a less intense environment, hanging out here on the side of a mountain, getting some work done, but also taking it back to the blade boot camp, putting it through its paces, running it up against some competitive options, and just having a blast today to see what this blade brings to the table and whether or not it makes sense for you. If you're new to the channel, thanks so much for hanging. I'm Aaron, this is Gideonstactical. Let's dive in and have some fun. Well, all right, back at the blade boot camp. Finally got a break in the weather. It's been raining like crazy, which is pretty rare here in the high Rockies and in the foothills that lead up to it. So guys, I've been looking forward to this video for quite a while, and I have here on the stump 3 blades just to show us really quick right out of the gate, because I've previously reviewed over here the Polheim, which is just the little brother to the South Pole. And I actually took that Polheim out on a backpacking trip and used it as a companion blade, which it could definitely do. It was stretching it, you know, for its size, being 4 inches, being pretty thin, compact. You know, it's definitely designed as kind of like a big pocket EDC in my mind, or a kind of small companion blade, where the South Pole just kicks it up a notch, being 4.5 inches, you know, being just a hair over 5/32 or 0.16 inches. Means that you're going to get definitely a little bit more just size heft behind it, and then the handle is bigger for grip, which we're going to actually take a look at here in just a moment. But I just want to run in some of that size perspective. The reason I have this Benchmade full-size Adamas is because this thing weighs 6.5 ounces on my scale. This thing weighs 6.6 ounces. So just showing you that this is pretty, for this is a beast in the pocket, but this is extremely packable, and it's about 10 ounces with the sheath itself. So that's what I really like about it, is that it gives you a really lightweight package, and depending on what we are going to see in overall performance, could be pretty capable. Now, going to that idea of the South Pole, I got my insulated heavy-duty leather gloves. These are excellent when the weather is cold. So I just wanted to see how easy it is to manipulate this blade right out of the gate. And we're going to start, we got utility, we got all kinds of stuff, but I want to really start with the hardest stuff first, right? Why not get the brutality out of the way and test out this Vanadius. Now, I've been using it off and on, so I mean, this isn't the first time me using it, but this is the first time I'm hitting record with you guys. And we're gonna split this thing right here, split it down. Now, I always do this to myself. I just get wood in my coffee. I don't do a cover, you know, I just got a little enamel. I heard it bing off of that. That's probably the last coffee I'm gonna get. Okay, so this is about the maximum I would really be trying to split anyway. 4.5 inches means that's compact, carryable, but the theory being, is it workable? Are you gonna be able to work with this tool? And if you, in a pinch, this is all you had, or maybe all you had is a folding saw. Now this Vanadius 4 Extra, I mean, this is doing a great job breaking down for kindling. So it's a high performance, what is it? Metallurgic, so it's like a PM, cold worked tool steel. So, I mean, that's, that's what it says it is, which is like crazy. And then it's designed to bridge the gap between wear resistance and ductility is what it said. ductability, toughness, fancy word for toughness. So bridging the gap between kind of toughness and wear resistance. I mean, obviously handling all this side split and going through stuff. Basically, if you can span it, it'll handle it. Even though it does have a swedge, it's not really damaging my stick too much there. And I think, because I believe this is, it's not a bowler per se, but I think it's like another, whatever that other Swedish company is. It was like their answer to 3V that's my understanding. That's based off of my research, what I could figure out. So now we have here just a horrific, this will be probably our last one. This is like twists, knots, really bad pine, and really far beyond what this thing should handle, but let's just see if it can handle it. And to me, I would say that durability, if it handles it, is absolutely there. Oh yeah, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it one more time. Why not? That was too easy. I mean, just look at that, how nasty that is. Come and get it, dude. Okay, let's just look. Hopefully this is coming in on frame here. I am seeing nothing. Well, oh, and by the way, that's feeling really good. I didn't even touch on that. Dude, I'm not even seeing... I'm seeing no issues as of yet, no waves. And that's because of that flat grind. Oh, dude, there isn't a burr, bro. There isn't even a burr. That is horrifyingly sharp. Now, as always, I do not reprofile unless I tell you guys ahead of time. So that's factory, straight from the factory, which is Lithuania, made in Lithuania. And guys, these things are like... mid-tech wouldn't even be the right word. It's not custom, but man, is it close. Small little company. We got to meet them at Blade Show last year. Super cool group of people, and really put a lot of effort behind these blades. I mean, the precision. I mean, it reminds me of like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, you know, like in the precision and the excellence that they're shooting for with each design and each, you know, blade that comes out. So with these big, cumbersome gloves, totally locking me in. Absolutely, even in a reverse grip. I mean, I feel fully locked in. So if you are someone who's going to the South Pole, or you just work, you know, in like cold weather environments where heavy duty leather gloves or work gloves or winter gloves are important to you all day, which some knives cannot do well, this absolutely is locking me in. And look at these freaking feather sticks, dude. I mean, are you guys zooming in on that? Like, look at that, dude. And, you know, I have a hard time like labeling this style of knife. It's definitely not a bushcraft knife. Would I call it a tactical knife? No, I would just call it like a field knife, you know, because it definitely has some attributes for aggression, but, you know, definitely has certain geometries. Let's freaking go, dude. Super pleased with that. Super duper pleased with that. Right out of the gate, after all that batoning. Let's just shape this really quick. It comes with this little lanyard. I wanted to just see how that would work without one. I don't really care for lanyards on this size range. I would probably do a pinky lanyard where you stick a pinky through it just to give you a little something, but the bird beak, dude. So yeah, definitely can shape wood and keep it in place so I'm not having to reset. Let's dump the gloves real quick, just to see how it feels in the hand without gloves, because this is, I believe they have my Cardin G10. This one is a G10 texture. That's like a diamond. So it's kind of got a diamond texture. So for gloves, no problem. Great grip. But what if I'm not wearing gloves, right? And I got to do some bushcraft here and really bear down. Could create hot spots. Is it going to? God, I love it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, dude. The answer is no. This is feeling real good. Real good, locked in with that grip. We do have a little bit of blocky jimping right there. Filling out that large size hand. Locked in with that index. They did a good job because they're not sharp and protruding. They're like rounded, but they have that little bit of, you know, little bit of texture with that flow through tubed construction. Crown spine that's just perfect, dude. It's just perfectly contoured to the hand. And flows. I've seen some crown spines. I'm thinking of like the No Name from K-Bar. That crown spine is atrocious. The transitions are bad. This is like just flows right in that crown spine, no shifting, not having no rattle, anything like that. I mean, 4.5 to 5.5 is really the sweet spot. This one allows for maximum carryability. That's what's great too. If you're hiking and going backpacking, you know, or going miles and miles and miles, and you want a lot of versatility out of the tool, more than just woodscraft. I'm down to clown, dude. Okay, woodscraft, I'm in. Okay, so for basic woodscraft, I'm really pleased with this style of knife and what it's capable of, and then the durability, you know, of this so far. I mean, we still have tip testing and some other kind of crazy ideas I have here, possibly cutting wire with it, we'll see. Yeah, of course, a bushcraft knife, if you want to carve wood spears for 3 hours, you know, with a Scandi grind, is going to be the better choice. But for a well-rounded tool, this is really holding up well. So we're going to get to utility now with like that 7,000-pound toe straps and some of those other tests here in just a second. But 550 paracord, 4 strands, not it's like, oh, you wanted me to cut something? Yeah, no problem. Ooh, man, this thing is like yawning at that stuff. This will be the big one. So 7,000-pound toe straps, they're thick, representing seat belts, things like that. A lot of times it's the blade length, does not have enough length to give you a full sweep with one cut. We're gonna see if we can do it. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, brah. That was nothing. Oh my gosh, there was zero resistance, no sawing. Wow. Look at that, cut right through 7,000-pound rated toe strap like it was nothing. And we go like, say hello to my little friend. Little friend. Oh yeah, okay, so my testing when I do this is like, do I have to saw to get through it? And I'm push cutting after everything that we've been doing. Nice, and I got a good pinch grip right there. So even that index right there, that index finger like lock in, gives me a really good grip so I could do a sweep cut. And it's short enough, I feel like, obviously not my first choice probably to like process an animal, but if this is all you got, you could do it. Okay, big one, tip test for these type of knives. Obviously with a little bit of a swedge, which again would not be awesome to put your thumb on, try and carve, but right there on that last inch, whoosh, can't it pierce? The grip should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How'd we do? Psh, like it was nothing. Okay, Kydex sheath is delicious and probably nutritious for some of you. Drainage hole, we got lashing points, pancake design, which is for a larger blade, totally fine versus taco. Though don't get me wrong, I love some Taco Tuesday. We got 2 tension screws, so you can really dial in tension if you want to lash it at a canter or upside down for tighter, looser tension. If you're going to carry it on your hip and you just want really quick access, which just will absolutely give you no walk up, absolutely ready to be deployed in a standard hammer grip or even in a reverse grip, ready to rock and roll. So excellent Kydex sheath, 0 complaints and no need to upgrade. So that's the sheath. Now, I do appreciate TRC sending me the sample so I could thump on it to show you guys what it's capable of, if there's limiting factors in it, so you guys can really make a wise choice. Does this make sense? Or maybe there's other options or just other tools that you would rather use in rotation. That's the whole point of this video, and every video I do is giving you guys the info and data that you need. Now, this, again, there's the Venadius 4 Extra. So there's that version, there's an LMAX version, and I believe there's a MagnaCut version. So you can kind of pick the steels that you want. Prices vary a little bit. Again, first time ever using the steel, would totally keep using it. So I hope to use more blades in that steel, and it's really wearing well. Haven't resharpened it yet, so I don't really know, because there's no need to. So after all of our testing, there's 0 need to, which is awesome. You know, it's a tool steel, so there is the potential that it might not be as difficult as, say, like M390. But you're definitely going to want some diamond stones, I'm sure, to, you know, keep the edge on this whenever it does finally wear on you. but good in all that regard. This model, I know euros, last I checked, was $395, and then when I was looking at DLT trading, it was right around that same price in dollars, like $395 ballpark for this particular variant. And there are several different variants, and prices kind of differentiate, and who knows, you know, tariffs and different things. I mean, that's based off of my current information. Let's just call it a solid ballpark right around $400, right? So when we're talking about that, we're talking about a Ferrari blade here, right? We are looking at excellent, exquisite execution, precision, quality, materials, all of it. And so when we look at that, when I was considering another knife in this kind of size range and kind of idea, the Reef Vicon came to mind. Now this is bigger, heavier, and beefier in every way. Magna Cut, this is going to be pushing 500. I think it's 480 last I checked. Bigger, fuller handle, big and heavy, almost in the survival knife range. And again, I would put the South Pole more in a companion blade range, and performs better in outdoor tasks than the Polheim. I would say the Polheim is better for like EDC, large EDC. This is a true companion blade in my mind for sizing. So obviously at that range, you know, we're looking for, what I would look for if I'm thinking of spending that type of money is precision, excellent materials, variety of materials, and performance. And this is doing all of those things and giving it to us in a package that would be extremely like heirloom level, carry the rest of your life, really hold its value and hold its worth on more than just a financial level. You know, sometimes we get so like, oh, what are the numbers? Let me get my abacus out and like see how it works. How about we talk also about the experiential part of it, what it does for you experientially. So there it is, guys, the TRC South Pole in Venadius 4 Extra. Leave comments, questions. Till next time, I invite you to check out the other video, and always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and I'll see you out there.